What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have here in the land of PlayStation and Xbox. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I've been very busy. I've been very busy and everything. Also, it's been very slow from this whole entire summer period. So there's not really a whole lot of news. I think mainly there's a lot of hype, surrounding Starfield at this moment. And the embargo is getting ready to get lifted, right? I believe in another, 2 more days? Right? No, 3 more days. I think we have like about 3 more days left. 3 more days. So I know a lot of you guys are generally excited for this game. And there's been a lot of videos floating around and things of that nature. People saying this, people saying that. There was a video floating around pertaining to the camera. And like some people are talking about the camera or something like that. I don't know. And then some people are saying that the planets are empty and there's really nothing to really do and blah. So either way, like I said before, there's a lot of things surrounding this game right now. And I think at this moment, a lot of people are generally excited. So we're going to talk about Starfield and a whopping 130 hours apparently before the game actually opens up. That's more than what I've been hearing, because some people are saying, oh, it's 12 hours and oh, it's 15 hours in terms of story. That is insane. So you're going to be spending a lot of time playing this game off the rip. So there is that. We're also going to be dialing into Xbox Phil Spencer and the ABK deal. So I have a little bit of update for you guys pertaining to the ABK deal and the games. Kind of not necessarily when these games are going to be hitting Game Pass, but just an update so you guys know exactly what's popping there. Also, we're going to talk about this infamous Ragnarok DLC rumor that we've been hearing. Oh, Ragnarok, is going to have DLC, blah. So we're going to talk about that. More 720p games. Man, oh man. Like, the deeper we get into these console generation, it's like the more crazier it gets, right? So we have another game, Immortals of Avium, which I actually played out on Twitch and just kind of played it for about an hour and a half just to kind of give people a little bit of sense of the gameplay. The story is not so great. It's okay. It's an okay story, right? But I really love how you can actually mix the magic together and get these like really cool powers and stuff like that. But besides that, it's an okay game. But 720p natively and being upscale, like, man, it's crazy, man. Now we're getting Unreal Engine 5, more and more Unreal Engine 5 games, and it just seems like these consoles just can't run Unreal Engine 5 games natively. Like, it's just crazy. Like, every time I turn around, I'm like, what? 720p? Really? So I guess that begs the question that we might be looking down the barrel of, well, PS5 Pro, right? Because that's what people have been saying. Like, yeah, we do need a PS5 Pro. Like, bro, we do need a PS5 Pro at this point. I don't know, man. We're just 3 years into the generation, man, and we're getting games, running at 720p and 1080p and all this type of stuff. And obviously people are really kind of expecting the games to be at 4K 60 minimum, but it don't seem like that is even going to be the case. But hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Crazy. We're also going to be talking about some huge PS5 sales here on how the PS5 is actually shaping up, and we're going to talk about that as well for you guys. So if that is something that you're interested in, hey, stick around, hit the like button for me, hit the share button. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So let me go ahead and put you guys into the subsection here as well, so you guys can know exactly what's going on. Also, there's something strange going on with Game Pass. So you know how Microsoft would give you like a month to try out Game Pass and things of that nature. So it seems as though that I don't know exactly what's happening with that, but yeah, apparently they pulled away the 1 month trial for you to check out right before Starfield is getting ready to drop, which I thought that was kind of really weird. So I'm like, oh, you pulling away the 1 month, you know, Game Pass. But I think at this point, I mean, if people really want to play Starfield, well, they're gonna just fork out the $10 or, you know, $16 or whatever the case may be to actually play the game. But let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think about that? Microsoft just pulling the Game Pass trial right before Starfield comes out because, well, I guess they really want people to pay for Game Pass, right? But I don't know if that's happening in the US because there's a website that is showing this right now, and I think it's a Polish website. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about that as well. So thank you guys so much for being here today, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to dive right off into our first topic. So let's talk about Starfield very quickly here, because this is a game that, man, there's so much surrounding this game right now. It's unbelievable. Some people are hyped, some people are not hyped, some people are on the fence. You know, some people are preparing themselves for this game in terms of like hardware and things of that nature. I mean, I don't know. Right. There's this notion going around that, you know, physical sales are at an all-time high right now for Starfield. Right. Because a lot of people don't really buy, you know, their games physical, you know, on Xbox. A lot of people just play their games via Game Pass. So a lot of people apparently, you know, pre-ordering the game physically, even though it's, you know, included with Game Pass. But hey, there's that. So check this story out. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button for me. This is crazy right here, because I heard people was saying like, oh yeah, Starfield is going to be 12 to 15 hours long or something like that. And I was like, really? I don't think so. For an RPG, at least as ambitious as this game is supposed to be. And also too, did you guys know that it cost $200 million to make Starfield? 200. Let that sink in, guys. $200 million. And it's funny because I remember a lot of Xbox fans, they were sitting there making fun of, you know, PlayStation and saying, oh man, God of War cost $200 million. Horizon cost $200 million and blah, 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 blah. But look at that. $200 million. And this is coming from someone, I believe a developer out on LinkedIn or something like that, or ex-developer. But $200 million. $200 million. And 500 people actually worked on the game. That is crazy. So there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. So let's go ahead and let's dial into this one. All right. Let's talk about Kotaku have an article up talking about this. And let me just drag it over here instead. My bad, guys. Let me just drag it over here instead so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So let's pull this over here, drag this over here for you guys. And yeah, there it is right there. As you guys can see, it could take 130 hours to really start Starfield, Bethesda exec says. Let that sink in. What's up, Jay? What's up to everybody, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button for me. 130 hours. Okay? That is a lot. That is a lot of hours before the game actually started opening up. And this is coming from Pete Hines. He basically say that Pete Hines says he needed to get past the main quest before Starfield really got going. So holy freaking cow, man. 130 hours. That is a long time. That is a long. Can you guys hear me? Oh, yeah. My volume working. I thought my volume wasn't working for a second. So 130 hours. Now, Pete Hines, obviously, you already know. Pete Hines is big man over there at Bethesda. And let's go down here. So 80 hours. So Pete Hines, this was actually during Gamescom when he said that he felt like role-playing game didn't really get going until he took 50 hours to finish its main quest. 50 freaking hours to finish the main quest, bro. That was after he would already dropped 80 hours into side quests. So he dropped 50 hours, right, into the first portion of it, right, to finish the actual main quest, the first main quest, and then 80 hours into side missions. So 80 hours in, I went from doing one game to a completely different game where I started really focusing on the main quest, said Hines. So then I got so caught up in the main quest, then I spend the next 50 hours basically doing that. So that's crazy, man. That is a lot. That is a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours to really put into this game, you know, for it to actually start opening up and stuff like that. So I don't even know if that was that even. Could you guys even see that? Hold on. Let me fix this. Hold on. My bad, guys. My bad. There we go. Yeah. So 130 hours. Pete Hines is saying, like, just to get through the actual start of the game. Like, that's crazy. So he says 25 years down the drain, Sony dodging a bullet. Hey, man, listen, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see what. Thank you so much for the donation. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Metacritic scores are saying and stuff like that, because yeah, there's a video floating around. I think it's like sped up or something like that, where you're just running on this planet and there's literally no life form. There's nothing. I'm guessing obviously it's one of those planets where there's nothing on. And people are already saying, like, man, this game is going to be getting an 85 or 80 on Metacritic or whatever the case may be. I don't know, man. You know, Microsoft needs a W. They need a big W at this point. And I feel like, you know, I just hope that this game does really, really well. I mean, there's petitions going around. PlayStation fans are very upset that this game is on Xbox. Like, I'm telling people, like, yo, just let them have this game, bro. Like, let them have the game. Like, it is what it is. PlayStation fans have been eating good since the beginning of this generation. So there's really no need, you know, to be really upset and petitioning and this and that. Like, it is what it is. Just let them have the game. Let them have the game. But the biggest thing is the bugs and the glitches, because Bethesda is known for that. And according to what his name is, obviously Matt Booty, right? His name just kind of slipped my mind for a second. Matt Booty. Oh, this is going to be the least buggy Bethesda game, but we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens and what we're looking down the barrel of in terms of that. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. 130 hours. 130 hours. That's a long time. You know what I mean? Before the game actually start opening up. But which, I mean, you can play the game however you want to play the game. You don't necessarily have to do the story. You can go around exploring and building ships and building relationships with other travelers and other pirates or whatever, space pirates, whatever you want to call them. But it's very, very interesting that it takes that long before the game actually start opening up and things of that nature. So let me know. Are you hype? Are you excited? I think there is something else too that I wanted to touch upon. Oh yeah, FSR 3. So apparently FSR 3 is supposed to be doubling the frames on Series X and S. I think it's supposed to be launching sometime in September. That's what we're actually hearing. AMD was actually at Gamescom and they were talking about FSR 3 and things of that nature. Obviously, it's going to be for PS5 and for series consoles, and it's supposed to double the frame. So let's hope that, you know, FSR 3 does launch around the time for Starfield, and then we can actually inject that, and I think we should be good to go from there. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on. So this is interesting, right? So we have to talk about this ABK deal. Now, we know that Microsoft is still trying to work out the kinks with this deal and things of that nature. And so let's talk about this Xbox ABK deal situation. And I think at this point, just like me and like you guys, we want this deal to be over with, right? We want this deal to be over with. and we want Microsoft and Sony to, you know, be full throttle, even though Microsoft came out and said, hey, you know, we have a lot more games in the barrel, so expect more Xbox showcases and things of that nature, which is good, right? Because I think they need to go full throttle, at least 2 or 3 shows for the year, you know, considering that they have so many games in development right now, especially those, you know, Xbox developer diary type of, you know, showcases, kind of updates on things. We definitely do need that. So let's go ahead and let's dial into our next topic here. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I'm giving you guys a quick update on the ABK deal situation, on when you can basically expect games, or not even just when you can expect the games to hit, because some people think like, okay, once this ABK deal is over with, the games are automatically, the Activision Blizzard King Games COD is going to be on there right away, even though the Bethesda games was like, what, not that, like 3 days after. There was like 20 games apparently after the Bethesda acquisition, 3 days after the Xbox / Bethesda acquisition, 3 days after, you know, 20 plus games I think hit Game Pass. But that is not going to be the case with this ABK deal. So Phil Spencer, obviously, you know, IGN interviewed him, and, you know, earlier this week, obviously because of Gamescom and everything like that. And pretty much right at this moment, he said, so for people who think the deal is going to close, then everything's available. That's not true. So obviously it's going to take a while, you know, for everything to actually go through. You know, it's a process and everything like that. So let's see. It's kind of too early to tell how long is it going to take for this whole thing to actually go through. And, you know, once the games are going to be readily available, because I think that's the biggest thing right now. When is the games? When can we have Call of Duty day one on Game Pass? That's what everybody's talking about. People thinking like, okay, once the deal goes through, you just flick a switch and automatically the games are just there. That's apparently Phil Spencer said that's not true. So it's going to take some time before the games hit. I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, a month after the deal closed, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Who knows at this point? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. I know some of you guys want this deal to be over with from yesterday, but this is what we're dealing with right now. Shout out. Hey, Phil, what's up, man? How you doing? Shout out to McShawn Williams. Thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate it. Keep the super chats coming. I said, Marlon, have you heard about Starfield leaker that got arrested after he posted a clip of him speaking on the game and apologizing to Todd Howard? Apologizing to what? Tony Todd? What? I meant you meant Todd Howard? Laugh all out. People are crazy, bro. I have nothing else to do. People have nothing else to do. Man, I don't understand. I don't understand for the life of me why people wants to break embargoes. I'm seeing people from Insomniac Games talking about this. I've seen other, you know, people from PlayStation, people from Xbox Studios talking about this. You don't want to break embargoes, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth the views. It's not worth the clicks. It is not worth it. Why on God's name are you going to waste time doing stuff like this? Why are you going to break embargo for? Just for views and for clicks? I can see if, like, you know, you mess up in terms of like, because it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us in terms of like the timing. Maybe you have the time zone incorrect or something, and on the day of, you know, the embargo being lifted, you might mess up and post a little bit too early and then hurry up and delete it afterwards. That's different. But when you're just blatantly going out there and posting crap, just free for all, just posting stuff like that, man, you deserve to be blocked and whatever the case may be from these companies. What do you call it? Blacklisted. You deserve to be blacklisted from these companies. You don't deserve no review copies or anything like that. But I knew, just like with every single game, Last of Us, Uncharted 4, all these games, right? There's gonna be leaks. There's no way around it, because people, when they get review codes, they don't know how to just shut their mouths and just hold tight, man. Like, because it's a privilege to be able to get these games early so that it can help boost your outlet or your channel or whatever the case may be. But there's so many leaks regarding Starfield, man. It's unbelievable. Even on Twitter. I mean, there's so many off-screen videos of the game. I mean, top to bottom. I mean, story missions. I mean, side missions from start to finish. Apparently, I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Why risk your outlet not getting review codes in the future? But hey, do you? If you want to throw away your hard work down the drain, be my guest. You know, every man for themselves. All right. So thank you so much, McShawn, for the $10. But yeah, it makes no sense why people do that type of stuff. Like, if you want to throw away your opportunity, bro, be my guest. All right, let's talk about Ragnarok. All right. Now, this is interesting because, you know, this is a game that apparently we were told from the very beginning. I mean, even when we had Eric Williams, you know, he's one of the creative directors on the game, Corey Barlog, stuff like that. No DLC for God of War, no DLC for God of War, blah, blah, blah for Ragnarok. That is it, blah, blah, blah. Well, obviously we had the new game plus and we had the photo mode and stuff like that not that long ago. And so now a new rumor is actually brewing up right now. And obviously this is coming from someone that is credible in the industry, or some people would say used to be credible. But yeah, the snitch is pretty much coming out basically saying that God of War Ragnarok DLC is incoming. However, a new rumor could potentially be the first indication of something like that coming, as a popular leak of the snitch has claimed that Project God of War Ragnarok DLC is on the way. Because I'm really wondering, because I remember we heard that Santa Monica is supposedly working on an Atreus game, like a Atreus spin-off type of game or whatever the case may be. Nothing in pertaining to a DLC for God of War Ragnarok. So don't know what's going on here, but please do not take this as gospel or anything like that. Like they say, take it with a grain of salt. I'll believe it when I see it. But according to the snitch, he says Project God of War Ragnarok DLC is on the way. Here we go. So we'll see. Maybe Sony might make that announcement during the next State of Play. Maybe not State of Play. Maybe another, you know, PS5 showcase or something like that. So we might not hear or see anything about this until like next year. So let me know y'all thoughts. What do you think? Do you guys think that we're getting a Ragnarok DLC? I'm 50-50 on it. I don't think so. I'll believe it when I actually see it. And how this is going to be structured. Is it going to be structured around Atreus? Because I really love, I don't know about you guys, I finished God of War Ragnarok, finished it around the launch window of the game. And one of the key, you know, parts of the game for me was being able to play as Atreus. And I thought to myself, I was like, man, that is freaking awesome, being able to play as Atreus. I think that was one of the highlights for a lot of people in terms of, you know, the gameplay, and not just so much of playing as Kratos, but playing as Atreus. A lot of people feel like, you know, the game just kind of really blends in everything that the core mechanics of the game has to offer, and just kind of give you that, I don't know, Link type, Breath of the Wild type feeling. But hey, you know, that's, I ask a lot of people and then they will tell me like, you know what? That's my favorite part of God of War Ragnarok, playing as Atreus. So there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Yo, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you, man. Says, yo, Marlon, keep up the hustle. Can we just admit that Starfield will be a better version of No Man's Sky? He says, I'm going to get it, but we need to just chill. I mean, bro, we had Justin Lagarius, if I'm saying his last name correctly, and we had another guy from IGN, another journalist from IGN, and they were able to sit down and watch somebody from Bethesda play the game or something like that. And honestly, he was just going through, like, talking about the actual gameplay of the game, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, you take out your mining weapon and you're just mining. And he was like, man, mining rocks or something like that. And he was like, man, you know, this remind me of No Man's Sky. And I was like, wow. You know, I mean, but people been saying that it reminds them of No Man's Sky from the very beginning. My only issue is from the leaks that I've seen, the character models just don't look freaking good, man. Like all the money and resources that Microsoft have, man. Come on, bro. Like the character models just look outdated. I don't like the way how the character models look. Now, apparently from what I'm hearing, the game looks really, really good. And so if the game looks really, really good, then that is definitely a huge W, considering when we last saw it last year when it got delayed, it just didn't really look up to par. But like I said, I will admit the game does look good. It's just the character models. And obviously now the FPS situation might get better because we have FSR 3 that's getting ready to drop. For a lot of people who don't know, that is basically AMD, you know, fidelity, super resolution. They're upscaling their new upscaling technology to go up against NVIDIA's DLSS 3 and things of that nature. And also fluid motion. I think that's what it's called, fluid motion technology. So it's supposed to be doubling the frame, similar to frame generation on NVIDIA. And that's supposed to be helping out, you know, with the frame rate and things of that. I mean, that would just be great, right? Just being able to toggle on FSR 3 on consoles, and it just actually doubles the frames. Now, not NVIDIA, but AMD actually showed off 2 cards. I think they're like 1440p cards, and they're going to be launching for, one is $449, the other one is going to be $500. I mean, obviously go to the $500 one. I think it comes with 16 gigs of VRAM. I think it's what, the 7800 XT or something like that, the higher end one. But either way, they were talking about that. They were talking about FSR 3 and how that's going to really kind of change the game and things of that nature. So we will see how that actually turns out for Starfield, because apparently Starfield is going to be like one of those games that really kind of blends in with FSR 3, and maybe it can boost up the frames on, especially on the Series X, being that it's 4K 30. I mean, that would just be really, really, really awesome to be able to play it at 60 frames. But we'll see. I know some of you guys are really hyped for this game and can't wait to check it out. So there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's dive into our next topic at hand. Now, I want you guys to look at this. Take a look at this really quickly. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share the stream. So this is kind of fishy to me, bro. I mean, come on, man. But apparently this is not in the US though, so I don't know what's going on here. But Microsoft pulls Xbox Game Pass trial ahead of Starfield release, which is very, very interesting to say the least. So it says you can no longer try out the service for $1. Yeah, that was a big incentive for a lot of people to be able to try out the game and things of that nature. It says about 3 weeks ago, Microsoft reintroduced its new shorter Game Pass trial after pulling the $1 for a month offer back in March. But it seems that all of a sudden, the company isn't feeling so generous as we speedily approach Starfield's launch on the service. Xbox has decided to remove any sort of Game Pass trial option, as spotted by a Polish site, xgp.pl. Players can no longer try out 14 days of Game Pass for $1, as was the company offer earlier this month. Now, for now, anyone wanting to play Starfield via subscription service will have to fork out the full price for at least a month. So I don't know what you guys actually think so far. Oh, wait a minute. Holy freaking cow. Having said that, you will probably need more than a month to see everything that this game is promising to offer up anyway. Now, Bethesda's Pete Hines recently said he played over 150 hours of Starfield so far. Holy freaking cow. Yeah, you're going to need more than a month. You're going to need more than a month. I mean, where's my laughing? Why is my stuff never works whenever I need it to work? Let me get my laughing thing going real quickly. I mean, man, this game is going to be freaking massive. This game is going to be freaking massive. Okay, so you're gonna need more than just a month. Now, obviously, well, maybe you might play. Oops, I almost ended the stream by accident. Come on, Marlon. Come on, Marlon. But yeah, you're gonna, unless you're gonna play the game, I don't know, couple hours, maybe 5 hours tops or something like that. Maybe you might not like it. Then I can see you paying for that. But there are so many promotions right now for Starfield. You can buy AMD cards. Right now, there's a bunch of AMD cards. You could buy laptops, you know what I mean, and be able to get this game as long as it has a AMD graphics card or whatever, or AMD processor inside. It could be an NVIDIA GPU mixed with a AMD GPU. I've seen Newegg and a bunch of other websites, and you're literally just giving the game away. Whether you buy a GPU or you buy a laptop or something like that. And I think Intel have something too where they're giving away Assassin's Creed Mirage. I think it's called Intel Game Days or some type of promotion or something like that they're doing. But nevertheless, I mean, there's different ways to do it. If you're building a PC right now and you're doing an AMD build, you can get the game for free. There's tons of ways to actually get the game for free via purchasing, an AMD product or whatever promotion said store is actually having. But I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, $10 is not going to really hurt anything, right? Because the game full price is $70. So I guess it's a win-win opportunity for you to, try out the game, see if you like it. And if you don't like it, then, hey, by all means, you can be on to the next one. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section on that one. All right. So we did cover the budget of Starfield. Now, no joke. Look at this right here. I want to cover this. All right. So as you guys can see right here, Bethesda Starfield budget is over $200 million. $200 million with a team of over 500 developers. Holy freaking cow. So this is coming from David Redman, if I'm saying his name correctly, games industry leader, strategy, innovation, and growth. And so that is crazy. That is crazy. $200 million. So this ain't no freaking joke. And it's funny because the joke around town is, oh, Sony games cost so much money to make, and then they end up being garbage. Or some people will make fun of Sony. Oh, God of War Ragnarok, pretty much copy and paste. Horizon Forbidden West, boring, a bore fest. People always make fun of Sony because their games cost so much money to make. Look at Microsoft. I mean, Halo Infinite, what, $500 million? Freaking Starfield, $200 million? That is a lot of money. So people can't just sit there and point the finger at Sony. Oh, Sony games just cost way more money than Microsoft. That's not true, because as you can see right here, Starfield is $200 million. That's a lot of freaking money. And I really hope that this game really dials in and bring a big W for Microsoft, because Microsoft needs that, man. This ain't no game. This ain't no joke, especially that trash of a game called Redfall. Like, I mean, there's no updates for that game. And I think it seemed like Microsoft just abandoned that game altogether. And it is what it is at this point, right? But Starfield has to be a huge W. There's no way around it. That's the reality. $200 million is no slouch. That is a lot of money. And considering Sony, their single player, that's why you see Sony doing everything that they can to fuel these single player games and these multiplayer games that they have coming up, because, these games cost money, man. Sean Layton talk about that stuff, where a lot of these games that up and coming 5+ years, 6+ years games, 3 years max, for a lot of these single player games in development, whether they're sequels or new IPs or whatever the case may be, these games cost a lot of money to make, and you need filler games. And that's what I think Microsoft, they have so many games now in development. They have so many studios, so many supporting studios and things of that nature. And, a lot of these indie developers, they're very talented. So you need a lot of filler games. And I think that's something that Sean Layton was talking about. You need a lot of filler games in between, because a game like Starfield, apparently 8 years. I saw something where they said something about like 8 years or something like that. hardcore development or whatever, but 25 years in the making, apparently the first new IP for them in years. And this game just has to deliver, man. I mean, even if it scores in the 80s, that is still really good. Now, in terms of it getting a 97 or a 98, it's I mean, we still have to wait and see. But I really don't think it's going to outshine Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate right now stands to win Game of the Year next to Zelda. But we'll see if Starfield stands to gain Game of the Year. I mean, only time will tell. I think some people, you know, judging from, you know, Bethesda's history and things of that nature, hey, we'll see what actually happens there. But $200 million, that is a lot of money. Lots of money. All right. So let's talk about, this is no joke. I'm being for real right now. You guys think I'm joking? You guys think I am joking when I say this. 720p. Man, Immortals of Avium. Man, that game, shout out to EA for the code and stuff like that. We did play about an hour on my Twitch. Go check out my Twitch. Just did like a quick little gameplay preview for you guys. The story is not all that great, but the graphics does look good in terms of the character models and stuff. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game. But my God, what's up with Unreal Engine 5? What the heck is going on with Unreal Engine 5? Like, I don't freaking understand it. It's like, bro, we're not even 3 years in the Matrix. We're not even 3 years in. And Unreal Engine 5 is bringing these consoles to their knees. What the freaking heck? 720p. What the heck, bro? I still can't believe this. So what? You're telling me this is room for us to get a PS5 Pro? I feel like if we get a PS5 Pro, it's still going to be the same. It's always something. It's always something, man. Like, 720p, hear how ridiculous that sounds. I remember during the Xbox One generation, there was all different type of Ps. There was 640p, 520p, oh my God, 340p. There was, man, the original base Xbox One, the fridge box, the VCR box one, like literally, bro, the 10-pound, 15-pound box, the one that you could put your foot on and use it as a door stopper box. Man, there was all different type of Ps that I thought for resolution that I never thought that would even exist. That's how bad it was. And this generation, we're getting the same freaking thing. Think about it. If we don't have things like upscaling technology like FSR, like, man, this is a joke. This is a freaking joke. You hear me? Imagine if we didn't have FSR. FSR is, shouts to AMD, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to AMD. Because that's all we have for consoles. So, shouts to AMD. But come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, imagine if we don't have FSR or any, imagine if we didn't have, you know, upscaling technology like DLSS, which we don't have DLSS on consoles, but I'm just saying, similar thing. DLSS, FSR, same thing, right? Now, some people will say that DLSS is better, but hey, that's neither there nor there. That's a whole different can of worms. But imagine if we didn't have FSR, bro. We would be getting this game at 720 freaking p natively. The game runs at 720p base. What the freaking heck? So what's going to happen to, well, at least by the time, you know, State of Decay 3 comes out, Fable comes out, we'll already have FSR 3. Developers now have the chance to develop with FSR 3 in mind. So those games are going to obviously run at upscale. Who knows? It's probably going to be the same thing. 720p, 1080p upscale to 4K. You know, double in the frames, whatever. Y'all don't believe me? Look at this. This is coming from gamingbolt.com. More freaking 720p games, bro. These consoles, I just feel like they lied to us, man. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like they lied to us, bro, because these consoles are just so freaking underpowered. It's either the consoles are underpowered or developers are just having a hard time, like really, like Phil Spencer saying, like getting the most out of these consoles. Like, I don't freaking know what's going on, but guys, this ain't looking too good. Because just say, for instance, if there's a situation that's happening where a game is being developed in the future, Unreal Engine 5, and developers can't really utilize FSR, then what? Then you're going to get a game for $70 that's running at 720p, 60 FPS. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Now, look at this, man. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Oh, my God, bro. This is freaking crazy. This in 2023. This is insanity. This is insanity, right? I saw it. We had this situation that happened with, you know, Final Fantasy 16, right? Where, you know, it was just during a boss fight or something like that, and it dropped down to 720p and went right back up. But what the F is this, bro? I can't be the only one that's upset about this. This is ridiculous, man. Like, but hey, I just feel like we've been lied to, bro. Immortals of Avium, no joke, runs at 720p base resolution on PS5 and Series X, upscale to 4K. Now, that's the saving grace, right? It's upscale to 4K, so nobody would never really know. But just to see that 720p base, what the heck, bro? Anyways, with the game targeting 60 FPS while targeting next-gen Unreal Engine 5 features seemingly make significant sacrifices on the front of resolution. So for those of you talking about 60 FPS, 4K 60, yeah, a lot of games without FSR is a freaking joke at this point. So Ascendant Studios and EA Immortals Avium is out now with reviews of the single-player magic. Okay, let's go down here. As per technical analysts of the FPS publishers by, you know, Digital Foundry in its attempt to target a 60 FPS frame rate on all consoles. It says as a whole, right? Making use of the next gen Unreal Engine 5 features like nanite and micro geometry and ray trace lumen lighting, Immortals of Avium makes some significant sacrifices where its resolution is concerned. Okay, now specifically on both PS5 and Series X, the game is rendered at a base resolution of 720 freaking p before being upscaled to 4K courtesy of AMD's FSR2. Meanwhile, on the Series S, the base resolution is even lower. What? 768 by 436? What? What the heck? Oh my friggin' God. What is this, bro? What the? No. Oh my God. Come on, man. What the heck is that resolution? 768 by 436? Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, man. Come on, man. And that's on the Series S, bro. It says that, as you might expect, results in blurry, look at this, blurry image quality across all platforms, with the Series S being the worst offender. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Oh, my God, my God, my God. What a freaking joke. What a freaking joke, man. What is this, bro? Oh my Lord, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is absurd, bro. This is literally absurd. Meanwhile, Immortals of Avium seems to struggle. Look at this. Struggle with its performance as well. Oh my God. Unreal Engine 5 is bringing these consoles to their knees, guys. What the heck is going on? Thought it targets 60 FPS on all consoles during particular busy scenes like hectic firefights or boss encounters. The game can dip to the 50s and 40s and even 30s. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God. My God. Ah. Woo! Marlon, what's the name of the song in the background? It's called New World Order. Cushy out on Epidemic Sound. Bro, what the heck is going on with these games, bro? talking about next generation consoles. What a freaking joke. 2023 and we still getting games at 720p. Bro, even with FSR can't even save. Oh my, what a shame. Even with FSR, the game still drops below 60, in the 50s, mid 40s, and even 30s. What? I don't know, man. I don't know. The lies, man. The lies. This is freaking, this is nuts. This is insane. It's like, what is actually happening here, bro? Like, when there's so much stuff going on screen, it drops below 30, 40s, 50s. This is just the beginning. So how many other games are gonna get hit hard? How many other Unreal? We gotta talk about this as a community. How many other future games are gonna get hit hard like this? When a lot of you guys have high expectations for these consoles. Oh man, I want 4K 60 with ray tracing. Not gonna happen on everything. I don't know, man. I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm very disappointed. Let's move on, but I'm disappointed. This doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, it's just like, God have mercy. Help us, man. These consoles are a freaking joke. Wow, man. Wow. Very disappointing. If it's not first party, bro, then you're just going to you might as well just play on PC at this point. Like, it's just disappointing, bro. Anyways, let's move on. I don't want to even talk about it anymore. It's such a disgrace. Anyways, let's move on. So, wanted to highlight this WCC Tech, WCCF Tech. Let me get their name correct. They're saying that the PS5 is 5% ahead of the PS4 in time-aligned sales, while Xbox Series is down 10% from Xbox One. Microsoft, you have a lot of work to do. 10% from Xbox One? Oh, my God. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft, you better start caring about your consoles, man, because that's 10% down from Xbox One. That's not good. You got to get that up. So Sony's PS5 is going strong in retail sales, even when compared to the already highly successful predecessor, the PS4. Now, the latest report issued by Circana basically reveals that PS5 sales in the U.S. rose as soon as the supply increased in July 2022. Now, marking Sony's latest console as the market leader, they believe that PS5 will remain in that position at least throughout 2025. Wow. So that simply means that the PS5 is going to continue to dominate until up until 2025. Now, the analyst firm also revealed data that shows that the PS5 is being 5% ahead of the PS4 in time-aligned sales. That is to say that comparing sales with the PS4 at the same point in its life cycle, even more impressive is the comparison with the PS3, which trails the PS5 by an astonishing 87% in time-aligned sales, although the PS3 is well known to be Sony's least successful home console. Now, by contrast, the PS5's most direct competitor isn't doing as well. So they're talking about series consoles, right? Xbox Series S and X consoles are trailing their predecessor, the Xbox One, by 10% in time-aligned sales. However, the Xbox Series Duo is still 6% above the Xbox 360 in the same metric. So that's good, apparently, right? Now, the Nintendo Switch has also sold strongly in the US this year, especially after the early May release of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Last month, Nintendo's hybrid console finally surpassed the Wii's lifetime sales in the United States. It is now reportedly closing in on the Xbox 360 sales. Now, obviously less than 1 million units away, and the PS2 lifetime sales is less than 5 million units away. So very, very interesting stuff here. And obviously they have a video game spending summary of $57 billion, 12-month ending, obviously July 2023, and so on and so forth. So there is that, man. I mean, obviously, you know, PS5s are going to, you know, continue to sell and stuff like that. And I think one of the main takeaway here is that Microsoft, like, you know, Microsoft generally don't really care about, you know, Xbox sales and stuff like that. They really don't. They really don't. They don't really report on sales as much as Sony does. But hopefully Starfield can give them a boost, right? Considering, well, you can play Starfield anywhere. You can play it on your TV, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on your watch. I mean, we learned recently you can play it on your watch, you can play it anywhere you want. And so that's really the notion here, is that you can play Starfield anywhere you want and you'll be good to go. So yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think about all of this? Because interestingly enough, this is not Sony's strongest year in terms of first-party output, and people are still buying PS5s left and right. I mean, that's not going to stop. That's not going to slow down at all. And, you know, it's just going to keep on moving along. I mean, especially once we get a proper PS5 showcase and, you know, learning a little bit more on, you know, what's actually taking place. I feel like, well, yeah, there's that. All right. Now, apparently, Saints Row is rumored to be in the PlayStation Plus Essential lineup for September. So normally these leaks, when it comes to PlayStation Plus games and stuff like that, is normally accurate. But you know, we'll see, and things of that nature, because apparently it's heavily rumored right now that the Saints Row reboot is gonna be coming to PlayStation Plus September. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that one. But yeah, man, 720 freaking p. Woo! Woo! 720 freaking p. I had to sneeze on that one. 720p. 720p. I'm a little bit under the weather, but hey, the show must go on. 720 freaking p. More Unreal Engine 5 games are coming out. And if it ain't the good graces of FSR or upscaling technologies like that, 720p is what we're looking down the barrel of. Upscale 720p in 2023. I don't know, guys. I don't even think we're going to get... I don't think... You know what? Honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I don't even foresee us really seeing the full fruits of this generation. If it's not first party, we're probably not going to see it until like PlayStation 6. At least hopefully by then, you know, we could start seeing 4K 60 being a standard, because this generation, when it comes to 4K 60, is a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. You might as well just build a PC now at this point. But y'all hit the like button for me, guys. Share the stream, subscribe, all that good stuff. You have any questions? By all means, come in with your questions. Are you, I think I asked you guys if you're hyped for Starfield. 55% of you guys saying that you're hyped for the game. So there's that. Yeah, there'll always be upscaling, but it just goes to show you without upscaling, like games are running at 720p, dog. Like what the freaking heck? 720p. 720p. Crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Imagine if we didn't have upscaling. Then what? Then what? You telling me Immortals of Avium will be running at 720p, 60 FPS, and people will be okay with that? I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't know what to tell you guys, but hey, I digress. All right, so Q&A time. You have any questions, guys, for me? Any concerns? Feel free to super chat with your questions. What's going on in your heads right now when it comes to Starfield? Are you hyped for the game? Have you seen anything new that kind of turn you away from the game? Are you still excited to play it regardless of the leaks and everything that's been floating around? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, all right? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah. All right. Let me know your thoughts. 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 All right. Sorry, guys. I'm under the weather today. I'm under the weather today. It says simply, if you want PC performance, get a PC. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's the moral of the story. If you want PC performance, get a PC. Get a PC, man. That's really what it boils down to. But 720 freaking P, bro. That is crazy to me. That is crazy. That is crazy. It says, better not see any Xbox fans on Twitter till next year. 1,000 planets. Yeah, people are running around. I seen gameplay stuff on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like going around and stuff like that. So, hey, man, it is what it is in terms of that. But that's the reality. Oh, man. He says, I'm hyped for Spider-Man 2, not Starfield. Okay, okay. So Marlon, do you know if Starfield on PC will support ultra-wide monitors? That I don't know. That I don't know. I would think. Yeah, that's Robert Bell. That's third-party game. So the third-party, I'm telling you, FSR 3 is going to be a true game changer. FSR 3 is going to be a true game changer, man. Like, it's going to be the saving grace for consoles. Because that right now, that's what's saving us from having 720p resolution games in 2023. I mean, Unreal Engine 5 seemed like it's bringing these consoles to their knees, and it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. If it's not first party, then don't expect 4K 60 or ray tracing and all that stuff, because third party is just a mixed bag at this point. Raby, what's going on? Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Share the stream around. If you do want to see more streams like this, come in with your super chat. Super chats does help out our show to keep the lights on and things of that nature. So if you have any burning questions, feel free to do that. It's up to you. Also, consider and become a member as well. That definitely does help us out. You get some really cool emotes to your name. Also, we have giveaways coming up for Spider-Man 2 and other games as well. So stay tuned for that. All right, it says, I'm tired of Spider-Man. I need something new. Well, you're going to get more Spider-Man come October 20th. Oh, did y'all hear that GameStop kind of slipped up and said that Venom is going to be playable in Spider-Man 2? Bro, I hope. Yo! Hold on. Thank you for that $25.
We love First Lady $25. I am so happy I did not even hear a train sound or a hurricane sound or a skit of you talking to pretend people who do not exist.
Man, I'm telling you. I am telling you, that's Gaskin. That's Gaskin, bro. Hey, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. Hey, Gaskin. Yo, Gaskin always coming through. Yo, shout outs to Gaskin. Love you, Gaskin. Oh, man. Gaskin is funny, man. Oh, man. We love First Lady. Shout outs to We Love First Lady. Thank you for the 25. It's a blessing. I appreciate that, man. Y'all helping out the streams, man. It's a blessing helping us out. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Gaskin. Love you. I said, do you, Marley, want to support to come out day one of Starfield for FSR? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely. I would want FSR 3 to be involved with Starfield, especially, you know, the game is, I mean, we're not that far away, man. We're like, what, 4 days away from the game coming out? So, I mean, I would love FSR 3. That's going to double the frames. You know what I mean? That's going to double the frames. And that's going to be good for us because a lot of people, and I can see Microsoft selling more Series X's because of that. If FSR 3 drops around the time, which it's rumored to be dropping first week, second week, hopefully it's first week. And around the time when Starfield drops, or at least by the 6th of September, then that will be huge for Microsoft because, hey, if that's the case and FSR 3 does double frames, then that's going to be a huge sale incentive for a lot of people to buy Series X's to play Starfield. Whether it's dynamic 4K, you know, at, you know, 60 frames, I mean, nobody cares. Even if it's not 4K 60 and it's upscale 4K or dynamic 4K, as long as the resolution doesn't really take a massive hit and the quality is still there with FSR 3, which all the upgrades and stuff like that FSR 3 is going to be bringing to the table with the new fluid. Well, apparently it's not new, but the fluid motion technology and everything that it's bringing to the table, doubling the frame similar to what frame generation does. I think that will be really huge for Microsoft, because that would really move more series consoles, especially with the Xbox Series S. How many of you guys are buying that 1 terabyte Series S? Let me ask you guys really quickly, and then I'm gonna get to some of y'all questions. How many? Because I've seen pictures of it. I've seen pictures of it around and stuff like that. So how many of you guys are going to be buying the new Series S? I know some of you guys will, but man, look at Immortals of Avium. Blurry mess on Series S. Like, Series S is just for first party games, bro. Series S is really the Game Pass first party machine. I'm gonna ask you guys, are you buying Series S 1 terabyte? I know some of y'all are gonna buy it. I've heard a lot of people saying that they're gonna be buying. They're not buying a Series X. They're buying the 1 terabyte Series S to play Starfield, because they're saying, oh well, if we get FSR 3, or whatever the case may be, then we should be good to go, right? And obviously the game is going to be running at 1440p and supposedly locked at 30 frames. But if we get FSR 3, then that will double the frames, and 1440p is literally the sweet spot. Even if it's upscale 1440p to give us that, you know, that extra 30 frames, like, I think that's kind of like where I'm at. But let me know, because I see a lot of you guys saying you love the black design of the Series S and you want that 1 terabyte, which people have been upgrading their Series S, you know, with, you know, the Seagate hard drives. I mean, Western Digital makes, you know, proprietary, you know, things for your series consoles as well, you know, actually increasing the storage. So some people are not going to really go out and spend $350 on a Series S. But hey, that's neither there nor there. But hey, it is what it is. For sure. It should have been 1 terabyte off the cuff. It should have been 1 terabyte off the cuff. But that's how these companies make money. They're going to charge you $50 more or whatever, you know, for this, because the base Series S is $300. So they're charging you $50 more for an extra 512 gigs. Now, some people will say that it's a great deal, but yeah, at launch, it should have been 1 terabyte, because 500, I don't even know why computer manufacturers like laptops and stuff like that, they still making laptops with 512 gigs. Like, what? Bro, you can't do nothing with 512 gigs. And that's not even, obviously, the operating system and different programs that's installed on the computer is going to take up almost like a whole, let me start, man. Don't let me freaking start. So you're left with what, 300 and something gigs, maybe 400, you know, 400 and something, a little over 400 and something gigs. That's not enough considering how big these games are on PC and how big these games are on consoles. Like, it's just, it's crazy, man. But hey, this is, what's the point of any console? Just get a PC. Hey, man. But some people like the console flavor of things, you know, so it's just like, you know, it is what it is at this point. But hey, I digress. It says Spider-Man 2 will launch with 120 hertz mode. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to do that. It says Forspoken was running at 4K 60 at ray tracing the FSR 3. Yeah, I saw that FSR 3 stuff. He says, and I spent 2 hours in the mother's room today. So it's so hard to keep up with work. Hey, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Shouts to Gaskin, though, for the love and the support, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If you have any burning questions, don't hesitate to super chat or tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation so I can see your name pop up. So I see 85% of you guys are saying, no, you're not buying the 1 terabyte Series S. All right. So it says Starfield is red fails, big brother. I hope not, man. Microsoft needs this W, guys. I cannot stress it You know what I'm saying? Enough. Like, you need Starfield to do well. If I was Microsoft right now, I would want Starfield to do well. Facts. All facts. I said, Marlon, have you seen Starfield chair with monitor? I've seen the chair. There's no way I'm gonna spend $1,800 or $1,600 on a chair. Like, get that out of here, bro. It's just not happening, you know? It says Starfield is 1440p 30 on Series S, better than what SS5 will be doing. Hey, man, it's not on PS5, so hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yeah. Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty is at the end of next month. So close towards the end of next month. He says, what YouTuber you think will come on first to trash the Starfield on day one of release? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be trashing the game just for views. Me, I'm not going to trash the game. I'm just going to play the game. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm just, you guys know, we all gonna play it together. It's gonna be running on my PC, and we're gonna see what this game is about. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what the hype is about, and we're gonna take it from there. But I don't have time to be here, sitting here trashing stuff just for views and clicks. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And so, you know, I tell people that all the time. Like, if a game is just legitimately not good, then it's okay to say it's not good, but just to sit there and trash Starfield, just to trash it, even when the game does look, because I'm not going to lie to you. I told you guys since the Starfield Direct, like, the game does look good. It's just the character models that I'm just not a fan of, and I'm not a fan of it being at 30 frames on consoles. But now that we have FSR 3, that should double the frames, and that should be a selling point for a lot of people for consoles. What's up, Solid Snake? What's popping? Appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button for your boy. Let's get it popping. Come in with your questions. Let's see here. It says, are you guys gonna camp out in front of GameStop, or are you getting it on Game Pass? Most people are gonna get it on Game Pass. Most people are gonna get it on Game Pass. So I mean, it is what it is. You say you're gonna play it off your Samsung TV? Yep, I have an S95B on here. Shoot, I might just do it at launch just to show you guys what it looks like and play like. I mean, that's a separate content right there for you guys to show y'all what it looks like and what it plays like and stuff like that. So there's that. Let's see here. It says, how many players will be playing Starfield before launch? It says, I say close to 10 million. Forza did 4.5. Probably. Considering how massive the Bethesda fan base is. I mean, there's a lot of people that love Bethesda games. So, me too, man. I'm really hoping that this game actually delivers. I really am. Like, I really want this game to actually deliver, and, you know, we can get what we can get. You said, bro, the Asus ROG Ally will get more FPS than the Xbox as consoles themselves with Starfield. What a shame. I mean, with FSR 3 and with everything that's getting ready to happen, man, it's going to be the RG Ally. I think a lot of people are starting to look into that now. You said the fake hate for Bethesda is wild. You know, hey, man, a lot of people have mixed bags feelings on everything when it comes to that. So there's that, right? Say, hey, Marlon, what's up? He says, are you going to unbox Spider-Man 2 this Friday, September 1st? Unbox what? You talking about the faceplates? Yeah, I definitely will do that. If I get it on time. If there's no shipping delays or nothing like that. If I get it on time, I will. If I get it on time, I will. Probably Bruno. Probably more than likely. Yo, Toyota Coaster, what's up, man? How you doing? Make sure y'all share the stream. Hit the like for me. Subscribe if you're brand new. And it said mainly on the pony side, it'll be salty. Yeah, PlayStation fans, you already know, bro. The fact that it's not on PS5, they're going to be salty. But I don't know why they're being salty for, because, bro, y'all got so many freaking games, like, to look forward to and to play. I mean, so it says, I might use Bing rewards to pick it up and then use my LG G2 on GeForce Now to try it out. It says not sub into GeForce Now. It says I'm good with 1 hour chunks on the free version. No pockets money to Microsoft though. Hey, Viper, I feel you. See what I'm saying? There's so many ways to play Starfield. There's so many ways. You don't have to buy a Series X. You don't have to go out there and really build a PC. Like, you could just play it on GeForce Now. You could play it on, you know, your TV, you know, like on your watch, on your phone, on your tablet. So, I mean, there's that. Raby says, Marlon need know which this clock play Steam on Thursday. Oh, you talking about what times? What times are we looking down the barrel of? I did talk about the times and stuff like that. I think we talked about that like you're talking about like when you can start playing. He says, what games do I have to look forward to besides Spider-Man 2? Well, you have Helldivers 2. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you played Final Fantasy 16 yet. And Stellar Blade is still another game that's probably going to be dropping sometime this year. Stellar Blade is similar to Bayonetta, if you know what that is. I don't know, man. I hope Helldivers 2 wasn't delayed. I hope not, because that would really suck if Helldivers 2 was delayed. That would really suck, because that's the saving grace for a lot of PlayStation fans right now, multiplayer wise. So that would be terrible if it's delayed. I mean, Sony ain't saying nothing. Sony is on hush hush. I did saw a leak pertaining to Helldivers 2 for PS5, and I think it's hovering around sometime in October. October is stacked with games. September is stacked with games. November is stacked with games. I mean, the next 3 months is about to be crazy with games. I know a lot of you guys are playing Armored Core 6. I haven't purchased the game yet because I'm still on Immortals of Avium. I'm still playing Final Fantasy 16. You guys know I'm like really, really busy, man. You know, being a dad, you know, it just keeps you busy. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It said, doesn't the RG Ally have a lot of problems? Yes, it has a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. At least the last time I had it, man, I just got to the point where I was just like, man, I can't be bothered with this, especially with the XG Mobile, having it, detaching it back and forth from the actual RG Ally. There's a lot of bugs and glitches. Some people are returning it. There was so many returns. One of the Best Buy guys was telling me like a lot of people was returning the RG Ally because the software is so buggy and glitchy. And but I think maybe now they might iron out some of the kinks on a lot of stuff, but you know, we'll see. It says, would a Days Gone remake sell on PS5? No, it's too early for a remake. It's too early for a remake, man. That game needs to be at least 15 years old first, or 10 plus years old first, before we even talk about a remake. It says, Marlon, I heard GTA 6 is coming out in 2025. What a joke. GTA 6 is coming out in the next 25 years. So just have that in your mindset. The next 25 years is when you can expect, you know what I mean? When you can expect to play GTA 6. No, I'm halfway through the game, man. Somebody that I feel like is one of the best characters in the game passed away in the game, and yeah, I'm not happy about that. So I'm a little bit past what happened there, but I don't want to spoil it for people. I'm a little bit past that now. It says it's okay. Thank you so much, Gen X Gamer 79, with the times for people who want the times for Starfield. 8 p.m. ET for me. August 31st, 2023. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. He says AMD is giving Starfield free when you buy a graphics card. Yes, that's what I was informing everybody and telling them, like, you know, AMD is giving out, you know, codes if you buy a graphics card. I've seen some AMD laptops with the code too. It just all depends. Different retailers have different promotions and things of that nature. So there's that. All right, so let's see here. It says Sony almost had Starfield for 1 year. Almost doesn't count, right? But it's all good, man. Sony is going to be fine. Man, Sony got their games. Microsoft got their games. That's why I keep telling people, Why cry a river over Starfield not being on PS5? It is what it is. That's what exclusivity is all about. It says, you missed, tell me when start stream play. As soon as 8 p.m. ET. 8 p.m. ET, August 31st, according to Gen X. That's what he's saying. So we'll see. He said, hey, Marlon, bro. He says, if I was Microsoft, I would have not put Starfield on Game Pass day one. Just my opinion. Well, hey, man, they have to live up to what they say they're going to do, right? Day one exclusives, day and date. That's what day and date is all about. That's what day and date is all about. So you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, that's what it really comes down to. So Baldur's Gate 3 releasing soon on PS5, yes, and on series consoles as well, around the same time. It says 720p for the win. Yeah, there you go. There you go. 720p upscale, baby. FSR saving the day. Crazy, bro. Crazy. It said, that game needs a sequel, not a remake. Exactly. Talking about remake. Nah, bro, it's too early. I mean, Days Gone is way too young of a game to be doing stuff like that. I mean, that's just the reality at the end of the day. He says, I'm looking forward to Silent Hill remake. You're going to be looking forward to next year because it's going to be Q1 of next year for that title. So there's that. So for 2024, okay, all right. He says, I have no interest in Starfield, but that's too difficult for Xbots to understand. People don't like the same things, and that's fine. And you know, Starfield is not a everybody type game anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, it is what it is, right? So, there's that. It says, I have no interest. Okay, got you. Let's see here. Any more questions, guys? Make sure y'all share the stream. Like the stream. See if we can get over 300 likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. You know what I mean? Helping us out. Yes, sir. Even though it's really, really slow leading up to the release of Starfield. So, Starfield isn't day and date. He said they are offering day and date for $35 in addition to Game Pass sub in order to get September 1st. Otherwise, people are delayed launch until September 6th on Game Pass. That is true. That is true. That is true. Because you got to pay $35 more to be able to play it day and date, which the game, you know, they're doing early access on September 1st. So that is true. That is true, Viper. Got to make that money, right? And expect that with a lot of titles moving forward, too. Not just Starfield, but a lot of other titles moving forward. MBG said, Ben Studio cooking some stealth MGS game. Interesting. Well, if it's true, hopefully we'll get to see it at the next, you know, PS5 showcase. Because I heard that Ben was working on something open world type of game similar to Days Gone. So, I mean, you know, we'll see. It says there is no such thing as everybody game. People like what they like. Yeah, that is true. That is true. People like what they like. Starfield is not going to be for everybody. Heck, Spider-Man 2 is not going to be for everybody. People like what they like. So, I mean, it is what it is. It says that's why Microsoft bought the office building and parking lot. Sony went for 3 Bethesda games. It says Life Out Loud, $35 and a subscription. Wow. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're really doing. So it's really not day and date on Game Pass. I mean, you have to wait until September 6th. That's when the game officially launches. But if you want early access, you have to pay $35 more. That's how they get you. DLC in its finest right there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so, well, not DLC, but, you know, microtransaction, I should say. Oh yeah, oh for sure. Anybody who likes Fallout, Skyrim, they're gonna love. They're gonna you know, they're gonna love Starfield. So I mean, it is what it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm copying it so that I can make content for you guys. So I can make content. Yeah, you talking about the PlayStation Portable? Yes. I'll be getting it so that we can make content. We have to make content around it so you guys can see how things are, how it works, stuff like that. It says $35 is a mega transaction, not micro. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. That's how they get you, bro. These companies, man. Microsoft, they got to do what they got to do to stay paid. You know what I mean? You think they got to make their money back some type of way. You know, I know people saying, yeah, don't get it twisted. Game Pass does offer day and date with a lot of their first party games, and it's definitely offering value for people who cannot afford the games at $70 and get to try out the game on Game Pass. And if they really like it, then they can go out and buy it afterwards. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, you know, it's up to people, man, at the end of the day on what they want. My man, Ninja, what's up, man? He said, wow. Yeah, man, that's the reality. Starfield isn't the first game to sell DLC stop cap. And nobody, who said that? Who actually said that? It says, I just got in. It says God of War rumors. Yeah, from the snitch. From the snitch. It says, why Sony can't do day one? Well, it's not a part of their business model. It's gonna hurt their business. So, I mean, way how Sony market their games and how they structure their games, you know, it's just, hey, $70 business model, bro. That's what works for them. They can't put their games in a subscription service because the quality won't be the same, and it wouldn't be good for them. So in terms of, like, you know, recouping their investment and profits and stuff like that, and they can't do what Microsoft do. So there's that. It says the official release is the 6th. Yes, exactly. Early release is the 1st. It's officially launching day and date in Game Pass. Yeah, on the 6th. On the 6th. But you got to pay $35 to be able to play it on the 1st. For the premium edition of the game. So in other words, everybody has to wait on the 6th to get it. You know what I mean? But if you want to play the game early, you got to pay $35. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, however you twist it and turn it, that's just what it is. And think about how many people are going to pay that $35. Think how many people pay that. Millions of gamers pay that $35 because that's a whole week. That's almost a whole week to sit there and wait. You know what I mean? So some people are like, and for YouTubers like myself who did not get a review copy, that's a win-win situation. You know what I mean? That's a win-win situation because I get to play the game, you know, almost a week early, and then, you know, I can just go ahead and go from there. So, I mean, hey, you know, there's that. You know, and I can make content for you guys. They said the $35 is a week early access. It says day and date is September 6th. Diablo 4 early access was $100. Whoa, $100? Oh, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to sit there and spend that type of money. There's no way. It says release. It says early release, not the release date. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, really and truly, September 1st should be the release date. But that's what I'm saying. They're making you pay for early access. They're making you pay $35 to play it early. That's just what these companies do. I feel like they could just why not release the game September 1st so everybody can play, right? Nah. We want to charge. We want to charge. Every company does this. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why not release it on September 1st? Why make people pay $35 to play it early? That's just the way it is. That's an industry thing, bro. That's just the way it is. Some people are okay with paying $35 to play it early. That's just the way it is. There's no two ways about it. Why not make it on September 1st for everybody to play? Why do that? You said they aren't making you do anything. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to play it early, then pay the $35. That's all I'm saying. You know, if you want to wait, you know, 5 days after, then be my guest. I mean, it's an option. Some people are paying the $35, you know, so it is what it is. But like, all I'm saying is they could have released the game on the first. They didn't have to do this premium edition, you know, with the $35 upgrade just so you can play the game early. And obviously there's other content and stuff, but they're not making you, they're not forcing you to do it. You can wait till the 6th if you want. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to play the game early, you got to fork out that $35. Harlem, what's up, man? George, what's up? Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. I appreciate y'all. It said God of War DLC. Yes. Apparently, this is coming from the snitch. Yep. Yeah, it's all opinions. It's all opinions. But like I said, nobody is forcing you or making you do anything. I'm just saying it's an option. It's either you play you play early for $35 or you wait until the 6th like everybody else. And majority of people that are subscribed to Game Pass is gonna wait. Is gonna wait until the 6th. Most people are gonna pay the $35 to play it early. So there it is. They're not making you or forcing you. I mean, the option is yours. But I'm just saying that's just the way of the industry. Everybody does it. So take it or leave. Take it or leave it. Hey, what's up, Nola? What's popping, man? Much love, bro. How you doing, fam? Great to see you, man. How's work? How's the fams? How's everything? He said it's already worked too. Okay, I got you. Alfonso, what's popping, man? How you doing? Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's see what we got here. Jenna says, when you preview Starfield, do your Jamaican Oh yeah, Kartik. Oh yeah. He says, I'm an early dude, will be active on the 1st. Hey, there you go. There you go. I mean, there you go, man. There you go. You know, there you go. He says, enjoy the games you want to play. Exactly. Exactly. Whether you want to pay a little extra or whatever the case may be, then, hey, there you go. Choice is yours. You know, they're not forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. So, you know, there's that. Let's see here. Nola, what's up, man? Says, I'm good, bro. Family is great. Love you, bro. He says, God bless. Nola, man. Shout out to Nola, man. King Nola. Yes, sir. He said, do you think Sony will be forced to do a day and date? Nah, they're not. They're not gonna do day and date. I don't think because it goes against their whole entire business model and how they structure their business model around how they sell their games. Now, there's gonna be exceptions like, you know, second party stuff like Stray and stuff like that, and third party stuff here and there. But first party stuff, you're gonna have to wait. A year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to say that there's not going to be exceptions here and there for Sony, but Sony will never do what Microsoft be doing, you know, launching all of their games, their first party games, day and date in PlayStation Plus. You know, we'll see. I don't know. You never know what the future holds, but as it sits right now, no. He said, please review Starfield on the Series X so we can hear your. I don't even think it's even worth the drama, man. You know how people is. You know what I mean? I don't even think it's even worth the drama. I'm being honest with you guys. But yeah, you know how it is. He said, Marlon, for Starfield early access is only for people that bought the premium edition that gives you future DLC. I believe so. I believe it does. Tim, I believe it does give you future DLC because the Constellation edition, I think that comes with the premium edition. The Constellation edition comes with the premium edition with the watch and extra content and things of that nature. Tim, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Says Starfield, it's just a video game, and what's to it? It says to wait a few more days for a game that's probably full of day one bugs. Knowing this dev team, says the hype has blinded some fans once again. Hype has blinded some fans once again. Yeah, I mean, there's always, with every game, man, it's always going to be day one bugs, glitches, things of that nature. But according to head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, he said that this game is going to have little to no bugs, Tim. So I don't really believe it until when I see it, but we'll see what actually happens there. You know, like, it's just, it is what it is, man. I can't wait to see the game. I can't wait to see the reviews. I can't wait to hear what everybody have to say, you know, and then we can actually, you know, take it from there. I mean, it is what it is. So that's why you got Game Pass for free. Exactly. That's why you have Game Pass. That's why you have Game Pass. So, you know, you can decide what you want to do and things of that nature when it comes to Starfield. Anonymous Boss, thank you for the $5. Yes, keep the hype train going. Thank you, blessing us with your presence. I said, did someone say Xbox Defense Force Commander Rich is out here? Hey, there you go, man. The force is out here. The force is on leash right now. It says, I don't believe nothing, Booty, man. Hey, man. Listen, bro. I believe it when I see it. Matt Booty said, hey, this is going to be the least buggy Bethesda game. And Bethesda is known for a lot of bugs in their games, and everybody knows this. Fallout 76 was a infested game with bugs. I mean, there's not enough pest control that could have stopped all the bugs and glitches and things of that nature. So, hey, man, there's that right there. I mean, it's just, there it is. I said, do you miss the RG Ally? Kind of in some ways. Yeah, in some ways I do. Yeah, for sure. In some ways I do. It says no Xbox Commander today. Hey, come on, man. Rich, Commander Rich. Aye, sir. What's up, man? It says, why? It says, are y'all? It says the game so hard. It says it have zero intentions of playing. That is true. It says Xbox dropped the ball. It says last gen was great before then. I think Sony is dropping the ball. It says, and we are giving them the benefit of the doubt. Man, listen, bro. Listen, I feel like Sony could have had a stronger 2023, and a lot of it has to do with their push for live service, because I feel like, you know, if they didn't have this huge push for live service, games like Factions 2, we could have at least seen gameplay. I'm not saying it for it to come out this year, but we could at least, you know, get a sensible update on the game, you know, see some stuff on it, and maybe some other games, you know, could have come out this year, you know. But hey, I feel like Sony could have done a little bit better this year for sure. I mean, all they have is just the DLC for, you know, Horizon, obviously Spider-Man, you know. I mean, obviously they have Final Fantasy 16, which is, you know, exclusive to the console, third-party exclusive to the console. You know, supposedly Stellar Blade was supposed to drop, you know, this year. We don't know what's going on with that. Helldivers 2, we don't know what's going on with that. So lots of stuff on the table, man. Lots of stuff on the table right now. So just play your Spider-Man and I'll play Starfield. No need for all this chatter. Hey, there you go. There you go. There you go. Or play both. Or play both. I mean, the choice is yours. Play your Starfield and play your Spider-Man 2 and your Call of Duty. Don't act like don't act like y'all don't want to play y'all Call of Duty as well. Don't act like y'all don't want to play Call of Duty. Some of y'all acting like y'all too good for Call of Duty. Some of y'all, oh, I'm not gonna buy Call of Duty. I'm not gonna buy Call of Duty, and then you turn around and buy it. So there's that. It says not close to being a pony, but Sony has had a strong output this whole generation. They have earned the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But you know how some people are. They're always on edge with everything. The minute you're not performing at your peak like you're supposed to, then people get upset. You know, so, but like I said, Sony, I've been saying it, OG Gaming, like they've been delivering this entire generation. they have been delivering. So it's just this year they just haven't had a huge first party output, and you know, people are feeling the way how they feel. So there's that. Now, you're not trying to make excuses. That's just the reality. It says, I'm just going to play games while others fight back and forth about nothing. Yeah, there you go. Just play games, man. Country boy, what's up, man? How you doing, fam? Much love, man. What's on the menu for today? What you cooking today? He says, what new game has Sony released in the last few years? What new game? What you mean, what new game? There's a lot of new games that they came out with, even during the end of the PS4 generation. You know, Ghost of Tsushima, that's a new game, right? What else? What, Returnal? You know, that's a brand new game. I mean, they have games, man. They have games that they dropped and stuff like that. You know, but like I said, a lot of these games are not games that, you know, a lot of people really care about. You know, like Ghost of Tsushima, for instance. A lot of people didn't really care about Ghost of Tsushima like that, but Ghost of Tsushima was amazing. You know, that's a new IP that they came out with during the ending part of the PS4 generation. Returnal for PS5, that's brand. Days Gone during the ending part of the PS4 generation. Days Gone, that's a new IP. You know, Returnal, that's a new IP. Ghost of Tsushima, that's a new IP. Like, so you said what? Returnal was not Sony IP. So what is it then? That launched on the PS5. That's a brand new That's a brand new IP from Housemarque. That is a Sony IP. Sackboy, exactly. You know, they're a game, but I didn't mention Sackboy because some people don't care for Sackboy. I mean, they put Returnal on PC, but I mean, Returnal was first introduced to PS5 as a new IP. So there's that. Now it's multiplat, but I'm just saying, in terms of new IP, it first launched on PS5. He says Sony might just drop the price of the PS Plus. And so they do day and day. I don't think so. I don't think so. Armored Core, I haven't played it yet, so I can't really give you my thoughts, but I've been hearing good stuff about it from people who actually bought the game. He said, hey, Marlon, he says, I wanted to ask you, do you think the performance for next-gen games will get better? On third party, not so much. First party, obviously, will get better because, you know, the more and more Sony continues to squeeze out every resources out of the PS5, the better the games are going to look and things of that nature. Third party, on the other hand, is a whole different ball game. So, I mean, it's up to the third party devs, but I know first party games are always going to look their best or look better than the third party games and perform at a higher resolution and higher FPS. It says, when Returnal dropped on PS5, Housemarque was not a first party studio, though. I understand that. But hey, overall, it did launch first on PS5. So there's that. But I get what you're saying. But overall, it did launch first on PS5 before it launched on PC. So, and the reason for that is obviously, you know, Sony have been working with Housemarque since what, PS3 days or even before that. So, I mean, was it Resogun and all these other games? Man, I think, yeah, Resogun, I think that's Housemarque, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think Resogun, yeah, that's Housemarque off the top of my head. Yeah, I think that's Housemarque. Yep, I'm correct. Housemarque. Yep. It says Housemarque was bought by Sony, which includes the IP, and Sony paid for the game. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So regardless of it, you know, Housemarque wasn't being bought by Sony when the game was being dropped. I mean, it's still under Sony, and it launched It launched on PS5. So exactly. But they just didn't own them. You know, Sony have been working with Housemarque for years. PS3 days. You know what I mean? They've been working with them for years. They've been working with Housemarque. So, you know, there's that. Let's see here. It says every PlayStation game will be in Starfield. Yeah, Resogun. Yep. Yeah, Resogun. That's a Housemarque game, like I said earlier. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the streams that we have here. Appreciate you guys. It says before there was the VCR Xbox, there was a Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and 64, all that stuff. Yeah. It says, have you played Echoes? It says, played the Echoes No Man's Skies update? Nah, I haven't touched No Man's Skies in years. Since the whole launch disaster, I haven't even touched that game. Since it's been 4K 60, I haven't even touched it. Will you play Starfield day one? Yes, for sure. Definitely. Most definitely. It says, what's going on? Cool. It says, how you been? Oh, man, I've been doing great. I've been doing great. It says, PS did have the better IPs. It says, but Xbox is looking a little bit better. Yes, they are. So much better than before. It says it's like Demon Souls PS5 by Bluepoint. This is Sony had bought Bluepoint almost 2 years before announcement. It said the Bluepoint remake is Sony IP, where the original Demon Souls is From Software. Exactly. Yep. Similar situation. Let's see here. So speaking of Returnal, I decided to go back and beat it. It says finally defeated the third boss yesterday. Yo, I'm telling you, man, it's all muscle memory. Like with Returnal. Yeah, but you guys remember I finished that game on stream on Twitch. No joke. That last boss is no freaking joke. But I finished the game before they actually updated the game with the easier mode and stuff like that. But that game was a beast. I felt like if I could beat that game, you could beat any other game. Elden Ring, any other game. But yeah, Returnal was freaking hard. But I'm happy I finished it. You guys remember when I finished Returnal on stream? Like, it's no joke. That last boss, some of you guys who've been following me for the past 2 years, 3 years, you guys remember. That last boss, man, was no joke. Because you got to know when to move, when to side dash, stuff like that. And, you know, I would say it's not as hard as the other bosses, though, in the game, for sure. But, man, and then I played a little bit of the DLC stuff, the little tower DLC stuff that they had. But, you know, it was cool. So, Yo Marlon says you get the Spider-Man 2 plates and controller on the first, right? Hopefully, if they ship it. I don't know. Hopefully, if they ship it. It says Returnal is no way compared to Elden Ring. I don't know. Returnal was hard in the very beginning, bro. It was. I mean, Elden Ring is freaking hard as well, too. So, I don't know, man. Yes, hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, subscribe. It says, I finally getting good at Elden Ring. Yeah, I still haven't even finished that game yet, bro. That game is no freaking joke. I still haven't finished, but I heard that they're making an Elden Ring 2, so there's that. It said, do you still have the stream up? Because I do remember, I can't see what you're saying. Hold on, this heart thing is right in front of, I don't even remember you finishing Returnal, bro. Yeah, you know, I'm not a, what you call it again? Golly, man. I'm not a partner. I'm not a Twitch partner. So, you know, after 30 days, they delete the streams. You must be a new subscriber. You must be a new sub. But a lot of these OG subs, they remember when I finished the game. I even have the video stored on my PS5, so. Oh, yeah. Elden Ring is no joke. Yeah, Returnal, too. A lot of people got fed up with Returnal. You remember that game in the reactions. A lot of people got fed up with the game. Yo, thank you so much for the 25. Yes, sir. It says, have you ordered the Constellation Edition, Marlon? Greetings from Poland, bro. Yo, no, man, I wasn't able to get it. Yo, shout outs, man. Yo, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the blessing, man. Thank you. No. I haven't ordered it. I have not ordered it. I haven't had a chance to order one, man. But for those of you who got the Constellation Edition of Starfield, I'm happy for you, man. I really wanted that watch, but hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, for those of you who didn't remember when I finished Returnal, like, yeah, Returnal got the streams, they got deleted. After 30 days, you know, Twitch deletes the streams, which is so crazy to me why they do that. But yeah, I did finish the game. A lot of you OG people that, you know, watch me on Twitch remember that. It was very entertaining seeing me beat that last boss too, and playing through Return. A lot of you guys remember the good old days, the good old 2021 days. It says you can still pre-order it here, but I have decided to cancel it and go digital on PC. Okay. It says I know, but Returnal was that game, but it says Tower, but then Elden Ring for me. Really? Man, Elden Ring is hard, bro. I mean, Returnal was hard. Returnal was no joke. I mean, I've seen people throwing PS5 controllers. People was giving up on the game. When they made an easier mode for the game, that's when people went back and finished the game. But Returnal is no joke, bro. But I get what you're saying, though. Yeah. Elden Ring is, I think Elden Ring is harder for sure. Elden Ring is hard. Very, very hard. No joke. It's very, very hard. Any more questions, guys? See that is more times. Margit. Yeah, that dude is no joke, man. It took me a long. You guys remember I was playing it on stream. Yo, that dude is hard. That dude is hard, man. It took me a little time to kind of get used to him and things of that nature. But he said, yo, Marlon, any plans to upgrade the PC? It has a 3090 right now, so that should be good enough to run Starfield. I have a, what, 12th, is it, I think it's a 10th gen. I think it's a 10th gen i9 in there. So that's more than good enough, more than adequate enough for Starfield. So I'm not going to upgrade until like another 2 years from now when the 50 series cards come out. And when we get, what, 15 gen Intel, that's when I'm going to upgrade. Because I really kind of built this machine the last 5 years. I mean, I built it in 2020, start of 2020. So yeah, there's that. He says, now I want to play Returnal again. Yeah. That game is fun, man. That game is fun now. It's fun for a lot of people now. So, you know, we'll see how that actually turns out. But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for the love, man. So Marlon, it says, why would Sony, okay, this is flop down. I don't know, man. I really hope that we do get Killzone and we do get SOCOM. I'm hoping for the best. I'm honestly hoping for the best. He says, how much we need to drop for you to get an iPhone 15 Pro Max? I'm not even having no interest, but hey, if you guys want to be generous enough, then I don't know how much it's going to cost. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be, what, $1,300 or something like that, but I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, I'm just fine with this 14 Pro, but hey, people want to be generous. Hey, be my guest. It says Starfield early access this week. I can't wait. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Courtesy of the homie Gaming the Reactions. God bless you, bro. If you're still in the stream. All right, but I love you guys, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me today. I appreciate y'all, man, and I really hope that you guys are excited to play Starfield. Like I said, I will be playing it early on PC. I will be streaming it. Hopefully everything runs smooth, because I haven't streamed a PC game in a long time. So hopefully everything runs through. But I'm pretty sure my rig with the 3090 and everything, and hopefully FSR 3 drops, my 3090, that breathes new life into my 3090, as well as DLSS 3.5 as well, which, yeah, that's kind of strange how they didn't offer frame generation support with NVIDIA and things of that nature. But hey, it is what it is on that one. All right. But I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support, man. Make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Thank y'all for the super chats because, man, they do help us to keep the lights on and keep doing this for you guys full time. So love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And as usual, please have yourself a great afternoon. I love y'all. Yeah, we might do a little test stream out on Twitch or something like that to see how it actually runs before Starfield comes out. But I'll let you guys know how that goes. All right. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. And as usual, guys, take care. And I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. We're getting closer and closer to that embargo date for Starfield. So it's looking really, really good. So I love y'all, guys. Be blessed.